You are a liberal? Why?
I think at this point, it's just tough to be anything else, man.
They want freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of all of this stuff.
But that's the same thing conservative want.
Tough call to say that when Donald Trump's violating people's freedom of speech.
Do you love Donald Trump?
I don't think I have to love everybody.
How is it possible for you to love some but not all?
Do you love Jeffrey Epstein?
You believe in evil.
How do you define
And where
evil?
does evil come from?
Donald Trump, I don't know.
There were a king rally this week. Why do some people call the Great White Hope a king?
Interesting to say that and then call him the Great White Hope. I feel like that's what you would call a king.
The president of the United States said Obama wasn't born in America.
How's that racist?
Because he was born in America. It's probably how that's racist.
I love Jasmine Crockett.
She appears to hate white people.
No,
Are you
she
okay with
doesn't.
that?
She doesn't hate white people.
She blamed them for everything.
No, what are you talking about here? You're just pulling stuff out of thin air.
Yeah.
You're just pulling out of thin air. He's like, yeah, I am.
You don't believe in God, though, huh?
How do you even get there? All right, guys, I'm curious about this video. It's Adam Mockler debates Jesse Lee Peterson. Also, Adam Mockler followed me the other day on Instagram, which was interesting. But I've seen some of his stuff. I've seen some of the stuff on the feed. I was like, oh, he seems like kind of a smart young man. Dude, what am I, old as fuck, dude? So I'm curious about the video. And also, Jesse Lee Peterson is just brain rot. So let's have fun.
Meaning what?
Because
What? Oh, we started at a weird spot.
Why can't you love him and disagree?
Yeah, just
because he's hard to love. He's a hard person to love.
Meaning what?
Because he calls my side
That's what my dad said about me. That's why he left.
the enemy from within. He
Whoa.
calls us gnats that need to be taken care of.
Amazing.
He call you what?
He calls us gnats. Did you hear that?
Nuts?
No,
Starts with a G.
gnats. Like
Gnats?
gnats, like the bug. Like
The little gnat thing?
yeah.
Oh my God, this is already horrible.
I haven't heard that word in years.
He called me a gnat. So he was talking to
I feel like you've never heard that word.
the U.S. military.
He told you that you were a gnat?
No, he called Democrats. He said
That-
Democrats
Also, I think they dropped. For some reason, Trump made an AI video of him dropping poop onto Adam Mockler. I did not understand that.
are gnats that need to be
But
taken
he
care
didn't know
of.
you. Why do you think he was talking to you?
Because he
Well, making that generalization. So
hates Democrats.
actually, it wouldn't really be a problem if he just called Adam Mockler an at. You know what I mean? Like that would be fine. It would be fine if he just called Adam an at, but he was calling everybody. You know what I mean?
Are you a Democrat?
Yeah.
You're a Democrat?
Yeah.
How does your mother feel that you're a liberal Democrat? Because normally men are conservative. I
I don't know if that's true. I think men tend to skew more conservative, but
have with me Adam Mockler.
Adam Mockler.
He is a political commentator
It's true.
and the host of Adam Mockler show on the
I love this background from Jesse, by the way. It's just so beautiful. It's just so it's just dated. I love the aesthetic.
Midas Touch Network.
Oh, this coffee's so
Adam.
good. Dude, I'm drinking a Disney coconut coffee. I'm sorry for talking about it, but it's so fucking good.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. You are a liberal,
Yeah.
Oh,
and why?
Why?
It's just kind of the right. I think at this point, it's just tough to be anything else, man. It's a little crazy. I love to be conservative. You know, I'd love it if we could be like, hey, let's cut down on let's cut down on some of the let's cut down on some of this over regulation. We need some regulation. You know, let's cut down on some regulation. Let's fix welfare. The welfare state, you're too dependent on it. You know what I mean? Let's do some conservative shit. You know, but that's right now the party's a little crazier than that. And so
I think my values align with more center-left values of, I'd say, freedom of speech, personal liberty.
that's true. Trump hasn't exactly been prioritizing freedom of speech lately.
I think liberalism is a lot about equality and equity, and I think that conservatism oftentimes isn't. It's a little bit more cruel.
What does that mean? Equality and equal.
Equality and equity. That's crazy. He struggled to say that a little bit, but okay. God bless.
Equity?
How
Well,
could you?
yeah,
What that mean, equality?
equality?
They try to treat people the same, man. I think that's pretty much it. I think equity is more about trying to give everybody the same starting off. Oh, I thought that was my guy. All these characters look the same, dude, right?
When it comes to liberalism, I mean, just the ability for anybody to love who they want, the ability for anybody to
As long as it's a consenting adult, sure.
act how they want as long as they're not harming anybody else.
Sure.
So when I look at conservatism, I oftentimes feel like it's not even about freedom. It's not about equality at all.
What the fuck?
When I look at liberalism, just from a really broad level, they want freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of all of this stuff.
But that's the same thing conservative want.
Do they?
It's a tough call to say that when Donald Trump's violating people's freedom of speech in like a pretty egregious way. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. You know, he took down that Jeffrey Epstein statue of him and being best friends with him, even though it had a valid permit. He's barring certain media organizations from talking in press hearings. I think the most egregious attack on freedom of speech, in my opinion, is the fact that they're now trying to force every single media company to sign a waiver that says if you're in the Pentagon, you can no longer report on anything unless we tell you it's okay. So we've had like a long-standing tradition of like there's reporters in the Pentagon and they try to figure out things that are going on. They take interviews, you know, whatever they get. And now you're no longer even allowed to report that, or you're banned from the Pentagon. There's very clearly a lack of transparency in this administration, 1,000%.
Does the current administration want freedom of speech?
Yeah.
You think so?
But why do you think they don't want it?
The current
No, they want freedom of speech for themselves, but they don't want it for other people.
administration has been a little bit weird when it comes to freedom of speech. Did you hear about the Brendan Carr FCC stuff?
But who is acting up right now to
I love this strategy. Just don't even really. You're not even self-aware enough to answer a question.
liberals or the conservative?
The conservatives are in power, so they're the ones that are trying to stop free speech, it feels like.
So you believe in
We just went right by the FCC chair pressuring, was it ABC, to take to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air. Isn't that fucking funny? We just went right by that.
liberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And those are your values.
Overall, broadly, yeah.
What's important to you
Personally? Like what topics right now?
No,
What
what's
issues?
important to you? You're a Z, right?
Gen Z, yeah.
And so what's important to you?
I don't know. That's healthy country. That's a strong, healthy country. I don't know, with like fucking healthcare. I want people to have kids and shit and be able to be fucking happy as long as they work hard. I don't know. What's important to you, dude?
What's important to me, I just really broadly, is growing up in America where there's moral clarity and where my values can be represented. So my values of freedom of religion or freedom of like the right to say what you want. But right now, I'm really, really looking for a future where America can be anti-Russia and pro-Ukraine, because pro-democracy.
I'd say anti-Russia in its current state. I understand what he's saying. Like, he's not saying anything wrong. I think it's important to clarify because some people are going to intentionally misinterpret that because they want to. They'll be like, what do you mean? Never? What if they were super liberal? I don't know, dude. Like, what? Great question. You know, what if a giant marshmallow landed, crashed out of the sky and landed on the earth? I don't fucking know.
Anti-authoritarianism, demonization of immigrants.
Anti-Ann. Hey, those pretzels are pretty good.
Pro-equality, just a lot more of America with more.
I think that the demonization of immigrants is a really good point, and this is something that I think people should really keep in mind here. I think it's totally fine and totally valid to say, like, yo, immigration is a little crazy, especially after COVID. There was an influx of people coming in, and a lot of them were taking advantage of our asylum seeking process. I think it's important to acknowledge, of course, that like us engaging in other people's countries and destabilizing their governments is one of the reasons why they feel the need to come over here. But anyway, them coming over here for a better life I understand it, but I don't think that we can just let everybody in. And that's an okay thing to say and express. That's really not what Trump's saying, though, right? He's talking about how they're eating dogs and cats, although I guess they're clearing out those kill shelters. No, but obviously that's not happening. He says they're sending their worst violent people, rapists, this, that. That's trying to demonize these people. There are some bad people coming across, of course. Most of them are just trying to have a better life. You know what I mean? So most of them are just trying to have a better life cutting my lawn. And that's okay. Keeps the prices competitive. No. Oh. And I think that's something, like, there's a lack of humanity, which I've never really seen outwardly expressed in the Conservative Party ever before. But they're not even, they're not even trying to say that they care about people. It's very strange.
Moral clarity in it.
When you say more clarity, what does that mean?
I don't think moral, yeah.
It means, a few days ago when that Politico group chat article came out, all of those Republicans were saying crazy things in a group chat.
I saw a couple of them. They were pretty fucking wild. It's worse than me when I was fucking 20 years old, I'll tell you that, boy. That shit was fucking crazy.
It was like gas chambers and all.
Yeah, I think they're also like in their 30s. It's fucking wild.
All that in the group chat. Did you read that article at all?
Yeah.
J.D. Vance.
I didn't read the article, but we did talk about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
J.D.
about.
Vance after that wouldn't even condemn it. He wouldn't even say that it was bad. And I think that's a lack of moral clarity. You're not
What
making
does more clarity mean?
I mean, listen, the chats were pretty fucking crazy. Even in my edgiest days, even in my League of Legends days, those chats were fucking wild what they joked about. I understand people making jokes and shit. I think that's totally fine. I make some edgy jokes sometimes too. But damn, like that's fucking crazy. It was a little crazy. It was a little over the line for me. And like I don't understand why you feel that comfortable to say it on a fucking text. Like my thing is like if you're gonna say it, why you say it in a way that could be like recorded? Oop. You know what I mean? Like, keep that shit to yourself, boy. It's fucking crazy. I mean, people are going to be edgy. Obviously, they're not going to care. People like Republicans aren't going to really give a shit about that right now. They're going to be like, hey, it's just words, it's just words, it's just words. They're not going to really give too much of a fuck, but you know, it was pretty wild.
You're being very, very clear on what moral values you want the country to stand for, and J.D. Vance isn't being clear. He's muddying the waters, and now people in my generation don't know, are we allowed to make jokes about gas chambers? People don't...
I mean, you can if you want.
No, we need clarity on that.
I don't think that that's the angle. I think the angle is like it's pretty fucked up that they felt that like listen, jokes are jokes, I get that. But I mean, what do they mean behind those jokes? How do they feel behind those jokes? It's a little intense, and why are they so bold to say in the group chat? I've said some wild shit in my life. You know, I'm 35 now. Some of those people were in their 30s, my understanding, and they weren't exactly kids. What was the youngest? Like maybe 24? You know? I mean, they weren't exactly fucking kids. They weren't exactly babies here. But I don't think that like conservatives aren't going to respond to being like, hey, that was bad. They don't fucking care about that. But just be like, why are you so comfortable, bro? That's a little fucking crazy. That's wild.
And did you have that when Obama, well, not Obama, but Biden was in office? Did you have more clarity?
He was pretty clear. Yeah.
He
was surprised. He was somehow more clear than Trump, even though he's got fucking dementia or something.
More clarity then?
Yeah. He would say.
Hey, what was it?
He would say, I'm.
Listen, Jesse, I love you to death, bud. I love you to death. I don't think that you could sit here and talk about clarity. You couldn't even pronounce the word gnat. Come on, you can't be that guy.
What was the more clarity?
He would say, I'm not a president for Republicans.
He'd say, I love ice cream.
I'm not a president for Democrats. I want to be a president for all Americans. He would say that political violence is never okay. Like,
well, yeah, that's all ever happened. They had the Black Lives Matter stuff. They had
Black Lives Matter wasn't really political violence. Let's be fucking real. Black Lives Matter happened mostly because of COVID. If Charlie Kirk was assassinated during COVID, there would be massive protests and riots. But people are all riled up. You know, they were riled up. They were home. They weren't working. They were frustrated. But most of the violence that was going on during Black Lives Matter wasn't really political violence. It was mostly just people taking advantage of rioting, and then they were going and stealing shit. That's what most of it was.
But Biden condemned that.
And all that. And so Biden didn't condemn Black Lives Matter.
He said,
well, he didn't condemn Black Lives Matter. He condemned the rioting, though.
But the property damage he condemns.
So did you...
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to think. What's interesting is that most of the Black Lives Matter shit was happening under Donald Trump, no? Right? Biden wasn't in office until like January 2021. This was really happening mid 2020, and it kind of died down by the end of the year. So, like, I mean, how much condemning does Biden really do when Trump's president? I'm a little confused.
Are you a Christian?
No.
And why not?
You know, my dad.
My name is Dan.
Is Muslim, and my mom's side of the family is more Christian.
What the hell? What is his dad?
When I was young, I used to go to the mosque a lot with my dad every Friday for Friday prayer.
Yeah, there's a lot of. You guys notice there's like a lot of like white Muslim people. Interesting. I don't care. You know, welcome to the club. Am I right? I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's interesting. I never would have thought. Okay, God bless.
And one time,
Allah bless.
Mom sat me down when I was like 9. She said, listen, you don't have to be Muslim. You don't have to be Christian. You can decide which path you want to go down. So after going to the mosque and after, you know, hearing some of my more Christian family members out, I made the independent decision that I'm more atheist agnostic. I don't believe in God. Intuitively,
I think I believe in God. It's just tough, man, with all the mean people out there, you know, that are claiming to be godly and then doing some rude ass shit, boy. You know what I mean?
It doesn't feel right. There's no evidence to me.
The fuck is
so
this person?
Your mother stopped you from going to the mosque with your father?
No, she just said I have the
How would you even interpret that? What the fuck?
choice because it's America. I like freedom.
Did your father know that your mother said that to you?
Yeah, my father was okay with it. I mean, should I be forced to be Muslim, you think?
Did your mother obey your father?
No, my mom is actually more independent than my father. My mom makes more than my dad. How do you think?
Whoa, that's cuck behavior, dude. What the fuck?
For that.
So your mother made more money than your father?
She does still.
Really?
What
Yeah,
the
that's
hell?
And your father is
What the hell does your mom do, dude? What the fuck? Is she single?
a Muslim, right?
Yeah, but those two things
But
aren't
normally
correlated.
Muslims don't fall for women being
Bro, Muslim is crazy, bro. Come on. There's got to be a certain point where he's doing it on purpose.
in control like that. What's wrong with your father?
What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
This
Nothing.
fucking
I think that we live in a more,
I will say these are the right way to answer this shit. Like he just kind of giggles, you know?
you know, it's 2025 and things are changing. Women can make more than men. Men can choose to be what religion they want. It's different. Do you think my mom should force me to be Muslim or?
Does your father know? So your father's a Muslim. Dude,
I love that Jesse's entire like commentary is like, what the fuck? Why isn't your dad hitting you? Like that's kind of the commentary. What the hell? Why is your dad allowing any of this? What the fuck? That's his entire commentary. It's wild.
the Muslim people know that your father let your mother rule?
Rule.
The
That's
Muslim
incredible.
people know that my
yeah,
father
because
lets my mother
I
rule.
thought that religion was more
Okay.
No,
of
'cause
a masculine religion.
It
than a
is, it
feminine.
is.
Well, I'd say mostly all religions, I guess, if you want to call them masculine, I guess, where the guy owns everything. Yeah, that's the extreme of any religion. No shit.
Religion.
it is, but in the West, Islam is not so hardcore. Like the man is in charge. There is a
Yeah, in the West, religion isn't as shitty because we have Western values to counteract the worst parts of religion, like child marriage and, justification of slavery. You know, those things are considered bad.
more toothless version of Islam that exists in the West, where women can lead, women can be in charge. And by the way, my mom's not in charge. She just is. She happens to have a PhD. She's very, very
Whoa.
highly educated.
A pussy hunting degree, dude?
And my dad works at the family business. So
wow.
it's not that my mom's in
What's the family business?
charge of the house. She's just more educated and had more upward mobility. And the Muslims in the community, they don't care.
So
Sounds like they live in like a more, I wouldn't say segregated, but more like a culturally Muslim community wherever they grew up. Interesting.
that's amazing, huh?
It's amazing. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Would you ever-
It's incredible.
Were women created to lead or to follow?
That's I don't know. I don't think that my mom was when she was getting fucking pounded out. She was like, "I'm creating you to lead." I'm thinking about my son right now. It's just kind of a weird thing to think, you know.
I mean, neither inherently. What do you think?
What do you mean, neither inherently?
I think that a woman can
My mom actually had trouble getting pregnant, so my dad just hit it raw. And then when she got pregnant, he's like, "I'm out." That's pretty much it, dude.
develop into a great leader if she has the skill set, if she gets
amazing.
educated like my mom. If I think a lot of women can be great leaders, but inherently nobody's a leader or a follower. Some women are going to be more predisposed to following people. I don't think that binary is quite true. Do you think
Would you
that
ever follow?
I might. I mean, men might lean more towards leading. I don't think it matters. People do what they do. You know what I mean?
A woman?
sure?
You would follow?
Binary is quite true. Do you think
Would you
that
ever follow a woman?
sure?
What does following a woman mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, fucking, is she like on a hiking trail? Yeah, I do it all the time. You know what does that mean? I'm not usually successful though because I'm very obese.
You would follow a woman?
Yeah.
Very, very.
You would follow a woman?
I have a question for you.
No. Would
let's hear
you
it.
follow a woman?
Yes. Are you trying to pin me down on this? I have a question for
Why
you.
would you follow a woman?
Say you have a man that is
Because they walk slower, so it's easier to follow, dude.
about to take you into a battle that you know you're going to lose. Or
No. Why would you follow a woman? You
Say-
don't believe in God, huh?
How do you even get there?
see, those two things aren't connected. Wait, I have a
Do you
question.
believe in God?
No.
So why you don't? Why is it that you don't? You don't believe God exists.
No, probably not.
So do you believe in evil?
Do I believe in evil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that there are some bad things.
Sure. The characteristic of evil? Sure. Yeah.
So you don't believe in good, but you believe in evil.
Wait, no. Do I believe in God or good?
Good.
Oh, I do believe in good.
I could have swore he asked God. I'm so confused.
But you believe in good and evil, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how can you believe in good and evil and not believe in God?
Just have a regular old brain. So just have a brain. So
Because I don't need the Bible to tell me that, something like, can I cuss on here? No?
Can I cuss? That's beautiful. I love that.
No.
I don't
we
need-
have kids. Listen, man.
Sorry. I don't need the Bible.
We're a beta.
I'm a beta.
I call him a beta for trying to be respectful.
I asked you. I don't need a Bible to tell me that women have bodily autonomy. I don't need a Bible to tell me that killing is wrong. I can kind of intuit some of these things.
What?
Wait, if the Bible...
You don't need the Bible for these things? Bro, dude, what do you mean? I need the Bible for everything, bro. The Bible is literally my chat GPT. Chat, the Bible, what's my social security number? You know what I mean?
didn't exist, would you know that, killing is wrong?
Where do you get your good from that if it's not from God?
I love that. Just not even answer the question.
If not from God, I
Yeah.
can intuit certain moral positions,
How?
good or bad. If God didn't exist and if the Bible didn't exist, would you know that killing is wrong or right? Like, would you just not know? You wouldn't have any sort of intuition about it.
Where do you get your good from if you don't believe there's a God?
My mom, from women.
Your mother?
That's so funny. He just tried to troll him.
From women, yeah, I follow women.
Your mother is good?
No, women, I just follow women all the time.
So do you have love?
Yeah.
You have love?
Do I have love? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you love Donald Trump?
Oh, man. What a great question.
No.
And so how you have love then?
I don't have to love everybody.
Yeah, I don't love Donald Trump. He's kind of a cock.
Where you get that idea from?
Wait, I have to love everybody?
Just ask him, hey, do you love the Democrats? Like, he's going to fold instantly anyway.
If you don't love all, you love none.
Whoa.
Oh, so you love Kamala
That seems stupid.
Harris?
Yeah,
Do you love James
Wow.
Comey?
I love all.
Letitia James?
Absolutely.
Do you love Jeffrey Epstein? Like, how far does this go? What the fuck?
Okay.
So if you don't, how is it possible for you to love some but not all?
I'm not fucking dumb, I guess. What kind of a question is that?
I don't think I have to love everybody
Why not?
because
Because not everybody's deserving of your love. It's a very beta male thing to do to say that you should love everybody. That's how you get taken advantage of. Like, I love everybody. Then you have people just walk all over you.
I can be selective with my love.
Where you get that from?
I don't know.
My
I
mommy.
love my mom, but I don't love Hitler. It's
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hot take. I agree, by the way. I'm also brave.
But how did you make that decision, though? But you don't believe in God, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. But you believe in hell.
No.
You believe in evil.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, how do you define
And where
evil?
does evil come from?
Donald Trump. I don't know.
Where does evil come from? I think human individual actions. I think when something evil happens,
I think evil comes from not having enough cigarettes. Am I right, guys?
it's not always because of some figure that is causing that to happen. Individuals are responsible for their own actions and can be evil on their own.
That's amazing.
You don't think so?
Okay.
So,
Wait, can I ask you, where does evil come from for you?
Probably hell. The
and
devil.
so you were raised up by a Muslim
Does he just ignore other people's questions?
father and an atheist, a Christian mother, atheist.
Agnostic mother, yeah.
And so you've taken this side, believe what your mother believes. So you don't believe there's a God. You don't believe there's a
Okay.
hell or evil, right?
I came to that position on my own.
But you can't.
No, I did.
So let me ask, because of time,
What time?
there were a King rally this weekend, right? Why do some people call the Great White Hope a king?
What do you mean?
I think that there's an interesting thing in asking, hey, there was a No Kings rally, which was trying to protest Donald Trump's, overextension of his powers, right? Going a little too crazy, accepting what it seems like bribes from Qatar, a big old jet that would cost an extreme amount of money to refurbish that's going to his presidential library that he'll probably get access to, getting a business deal from Qatar to build Trump shit inside of Qatar. Seems like bribery to me in some capacity. Not letting the media inside of the Pentagon is a pretty big one. Just doing some overall crazy shit. But it's interesting to say that and then call him the Great White Hope. I feel like that's what you would call a king, right? I think that your cult mentality is what leads people to thinking that.
What do you mean by the Great White Hope?
You
Great
don't
White
know
Hope.
who the Great White Hope is?
Who's the Great White Hope?
There's only one.
Is it Trump?
There is a dream team, but then there's a
Guys, why did you have a No Kings rally for the person I call the Great White Hope? Oh, who the fuck knows, man? Do you guys what the fuck?
Great White Hope.
Is that what you call Trump?
And that great white hope is Donald Trump. The dream team is Trump,
Yeah.
Netanyahu, and Putin.
What the fuck? What the hell? The Netanyahu, the fucking trifecta over here. What the hell are you talking about?
Whose dream team is that? Hitler's dream team?
The world green team, right? But let me ask,
What the
why
hell?
do they call him? Do you call him king too?
I think that Donald Trump wants to consolidate power like a king, yes.
Do you call Donald Trump king?
I don't think he is a king. I think
Yes, king.
he wants to be a
Do
king.
you call him king though?
No,
You don't call him king.
he wants to be a king.
Did he say he wanted to be a king?
He acts like he wants to be a king.
Did he say he wanted to be one?
He did. He all day yesterday he was posting memes online of him as a king. Yes.
Did he say he wanted?
Well, they're going to respond saying, like, well, that was him memeing, obviously. But Jesse seems to want him to be a king.
Yep.
I
Be a
don't know.
king.
Yep.
So Donald Trump said
Guys, one time I saw him with a Burger King hat on. I don't know if you know that. It's pretty crazy.
he want to be a king.
All day on No King's Day he was posting memes of him as a king.
So you're saying Donald Trump
I
said
love this. I love this conversation. It's like, did he explicitly say that he wanted to do this thing? Oh no. Oh, then I guess it's not true. Okay.
he wanted to be a king?
Maybe not verbatim, but he acts like basically
Did Donald
operates.
Trump say he wanted to be a king?
All day on social media he was posting memes of him as a king.
You're
he said
not
he wants to be a
answering the
dictator
question.
for day one. Maybe not a king, no.
So let's get it clear.
Let's get it very clear.
get
Did
it very
Donald
clear.
Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Wow.
Can I ask you a question?
There's somebody right now. There's some weird fucking like 68-year-old MAGA freak racist that hates black people that loves Jesse because he's his favorite black guy, pumping his fist in the air right now, going, "Yeah, you got him. You teach this guy." You know what I mean? That's what this whole thing is. This is fucking crazy. Who's Jesse's fucking audience?
You didn't answer that question.
Does Donald Trump posting all day him in king gear mean he wants to be a king or no?
Did Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Yeah, yes, on No
When
King's
did you
Day.
hear Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Open up his Twitter right now. Open up his Twitter.
When did you hear Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
He never said he wants to be a king.
So then why'd you say he said it?
He's posting all day about it.
But why'd you say he said it?
Okay,
I
what if
don't think he said it. I think he said he was insinuating it. No,
like,
like, what the fuck?
Can I just be clear about this? Trump never said out of his mouth that he wants to be a king. You're
Okay.
right. But can you concede that he's posting all day himself in king gear?
That's probably not going to be the strongest winning point because like people are just going to say he's memeing No King's Day. You should just you go more with like the fact that he's overstepping his bounds constantly.
And why do people call him a king?
Because right when Donald Trump got into office, he began to act like he doesn't want the opposition party to exist. Over the past few months, he's targeted Act Blue, which is our fundraising mechanism. He's targeted institutions that are more liberal in his eyes. He's gone after judges that he deems
So
not
you
sufficient
call
enough.
him king because
Yes.
of all his great work?
No, what do you call
Wow, it's incredible because of all his great work. Okay.
Call it when the
All
president goes
This is actually like fucking melting my goddamn mind.
after judges who disagree with him? What do you call it when the president doesn't want Congress to exist, doesn't want any checks on him? Yeah, he's acting like a king. What do you call it when he takes Jimmy Kimmel off the air and he's trying to suppress freedom of speech?
Do you appreciate the amazing job that Donald Trump is doing for America
Wow. That's incredible. How would you answer that?
In what
by
regard?
putting America first?
How's he putting America first?
You don't see anything he's doing.
I'm asking you.
You don't see anything he's doing to put America first.
Well, I'm asking you.
Not really. I think he's putting some kind of like white nationalism first. Putting America first wouldn't be mass exiting a bunch of illegal immigrants that we're very dependent on. Is it unfortunate that we are? Yeah, sure. Whose fault is it? Probably business owners. But like, if you're like, hey, let's privatize America. Hey, we should slowly get rid of illegal immigration. Makes sense. Oh, wait, how about Donald Trump's strategy? To vilify them and call them all rapists and terrible people. Well, that's probably not going to be very productive. Unchecked tariffs that are drastically increasing the cost of goods and services to bring back manufacturing jobs that don't even pay enough for anybody to want to do, and will be automated with like before they even get back here. I mean, what is the good job he's doing? Creating an unease in the stock market while he gains $3 billion, getting bribes from Qatar for airplanes and business deals. What are we doing here? Using the FCC to pressure Jimmy Kimmel to restrict his freedom of speech because he criticized him for not caring about Charlie Kirk's death. What's the really good thing that's happened? We're not really America first.
No, I'm asking you.
No.
Not one thing.
You have to make the affirmative case.
He's not doing one thing.
No, you have to make the affirmative case.
So,
I want to hear what your
really.
case is. What
And
is he
so,
doing?
how do you feel about Donald Trump deporting illegal aliens?
I think
I think that it's fine to get rid of some, but to just like recklessly get rid of everybody is kind of stupid.
that deporting people who are here illegally and have committed crimes is a good thing. If you've committed a violent crime, that's a good thing. But Trump has reallocated a lot of funds meant towards criminals, like actual criminals, towards people who are here and just trying to go through the proper processes. Like, are you okay when someone at a courthouse is plucked out while they're trying to get their citizenship and then deported in front of their kids? You're okay with that?
100%.
Wait, so you don't think a path to citizenship should be available even if somebody's trying?
No. Should America put American first or illegal aliens first?
Obviously, America.
Why?
Well, yeah, but illegal immigrants aren't necessarily bad for America. That's the kind of the reality.
You say obvious.
Because we should
I
always.
think the only minority we really should be worried about are billionaires. Who the fuck's hiring the illegal immigrants? You know, who's the ones that have so much money that they can have influence on the election? Who are the ones that are allowed to spend unchecked amounts of money? Millions of dollars, which is basically fucking pennies to them comparatively, to have influence on the way that the elections go. Who should I be afraid of? Some fucking Hispanic guy that's coming here that's trying to like fucking cut my grass for a living just to provide for their family? Or the fucking the billionaire that has the billionaire who doesn't give a fuck, who like literally wants to maximize just use people as economic units and just throw them at the industry until they die and then just get another one to replace them. I mean, who am I supposed to be afraid of? Like, you guys, what the fuck is wrong with you people? It's so weird. Just because billionaires aren't actively killing people doesn't mean that they're not killing more people. You know, especially healthcare CEOs. When it's a business, when it's a billionaire's job to cut some kind of a service and maximize profit, even though they can make a living, not trying to maximize profit, that's a problem. Hey guys, I'm going to try to make as much. I am a healthcare CEO. I'm going to try to make as much money as possible. Thousands of people are dying just for them to get like a new yacht. You know, like, what are you talking about? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Who gives a fuck about illegal immigrants, bro? Billionaires are fucking actual, like, the actual oppressive class. Ridiculous.
Always be putting America first in terms of how much money we're bringing in terms of the resources we can offer Americans at the bottom. And what you're advocating for is deporting so many people that we actually lose resources. It would hurt the GDP. The CBO estimates a
if
500.
we sent the illegals back, would there be more job opening for the blacks? You mentioned the
What the fuck?
blacks.
Yeah.
Would the blacks go to work? You said yes, right?
No, I'm answering your question.
I mean, getting rid of a bunch of illegal immigrants doesn't necessarily mean a bunch of black people are going to be able to take those jobs. I don't know if people know this. The United States is big. So just because somebody might leave one area doesn't mean that, like, it's, oh, there you go. Hey, listen, I live in New York and I can't find a job. Let me go to Texas and, I don't know, work the fields now. Like, that's what you're saying? If we get rid of them? You know what I mean? What the fuck?
No, that would not happen.
So,
You don't know why?
if they sent the illegal aliens back, the blacks would not go to work?
Donald Trump has already sent 2 million illegal aliens back, according to his own administration, and black unemployment has gone up 20% since he took office. So your theory
you're
is just not
saying
true.
that if
Also because things would become more expensive, right? So this doesn't exactly help people survive.
Trump sent the illegal aliens back,
He is.
the blacks would not go to work?
It's not happening. He's sending them back.
Why
and
the
black
blacks won't
unemployment's going
go to
up.
work?
It's not the black
Why has this conversation just become very weirdly racist? What the hell's happening?
people won't go to work. It's that a weakening job market hits black Americans first. Illegal immigrants are being deported at the highest rate in a while. 2 million illegal immigrants have been deported under Trump, which is true, right? But you'd think because of that, black unemployment would go down.
But what's wrong with the blacks that they won't take those jobs?
No,
Well, I mean, if they're deporting a bunch of people and it's making goods more expensive, then they're not going to be able to afford them, and job infrastructure would be taken away to be able to hire black people in the first place in a completely different area of the United States. So I don't really know why we're doing this whole black thing, but like, why are we talking about it like this? But
No, it's not that they're not taking the jobs. It's that due to Donald Trump's tariffs and deportations, the job market is really, really softening, so black Americans get affected first.
Everybody else
what's with the song?
going to work but the blacks. Why?
No, black
What the fuck are you talking about?
unemployment is up among my generation. Unemployment is up among everybody. It's not that black people aren't going to work, it's that they're getting laid off.
So if we took away the welfare, would the blacks go to work?
No,
I don't think that that's true. I mean, I think we should fix welfare, but okay.
I don't think it's that
They
simple.
still
I
won't
don't think
go.
it maps that cleanly onto. I don't think welfare is the reason why black people are.
Why don't they work then?
Black people do work.
What's wrong with the blacks?
I,
What kind of a question is this? I'm convinced this is the only reason why people like watching Jesse, because he's weirdly racist.
nothing. What?
So Nick is an anchor baby. Are you an anchor baby?
Define
Who?
anchor baby. Is that when your parent moves here just to?
You know how your mother got pregnant over in Allahu Akbar country?
No. My mom is white. She got pregnant in America.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, my parents were both born in America.
Oh, your father too?
Yeah, what do you mean Allahu Akbar country? What do you mean? No, both of them were born here. My grandpa was born in Syria. And he moved here. He started a business in the 90s, and now he employs 25 families. 25 families depend on him for their livelihood. So when you're anti-immigration, those are the type of immigrants that you're talking about. He came here legally, but...
So you're not an anchor baby?
No.
He's an anchor baby.
Okay.
And an anchor baby is
Who the fuck is he? Who is that? Like his guy he works
when
with?
the woman get pregnant in another country,
Whoa, what a video.
and like a minute before the baby drop out the womb, she step across the border.
No, my mom is white. My mom was born here.
Why
so
you
like
look
that.
more white than you do Allahu Akbar people?
Okay, incredible.
Syrians are pretty white, dude.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, Syrians are white, and not only are Syrians white, but like my dad is pretty white. My mom is white. I mean, yes,
Oh.
Syrians aren't usually. What do you mean Allahu Akbar people? That's wild.
And that's what they say when they're about to chop your neck off.
What the fuck? I don't mean to be that guy. How the fuck, like, dude, what the fuck? I'm flabbergasted because I've gotten so many, I've gotten like a bunch, like a wave of like fucking hits on some dumbass bullshit. Like bullshit infractions, and this motherfucker's going around calling Muslim people like basically slurs. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. YouTube is weird as fuck, man. Wow, that was incredible.
Allahu Akbar, and they kill you.
It also just
Or
means
they
Wow.
blow you up or something.
no, not
Have
always.
you ever gone there
Wow.
to Syria?
No, there was a civil war that broke out like a decade ago,
Oh,
so I
okay.
wasn't able to go. But Allahu Akbar, I think generally means just glory to God. It doesn't. People say that normally.
But why do they say it when they cut your head off?
Because
Why are they glorifying God for cutting your brains out?
it's messed up. I'm not a fan of like Islam broadly, but you have to understand Islam in America is a lot different. Islam in America is a lot more toothless than what you see in the Middle East. Like the Muslims in America are very nice, and so are they in the Middle East. But I'm just saying.
Nice.
You don't think so?
Sure,
Have you ever
yeah.
met a Muslim? They're the nicest people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I met
they're all right. They're chill, you know.
one.
One? Just one?
I met more than one. I've interviewed them.
Do you like Muslims?
Which ones?
But
What's your favorite Muslim, dude? They gave him a senior citizen discount.
yeah, I love the Muslims.
Are they too like?
But they don't. They hate the Christians and the Jews.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess the more extremists, everybody hates other people, sure.
not like Christians don't have a lot of hate in their heart too. I feel like a lot do.
You agree that they hate the Christians and the Jews?
Do Muslims in general?
Like Islamic extremists, sure. Like just like Christian extremists hate fucking everybody. So
No, I wouldn't categorize like that. My dad doesn't hate
that's a little-
Christians or Jews, but are there Muslims in the Middle East that are anti-Semitic? Yeah, of
oh
course.
shit,
Do
this
you
guy's fucking me
believe
up.
that the Muslims think that the Christians and Jews are infidels and worthy of death? Do you agree with that?
My dad doesn't think that.
Do you agree with that?
Oh no, I don't agree that that's true. No,
That the Christian Jews, you love the Jews,
of course, yeah,
you love the whites,
yeah, of course.
and what's wrong with the blacks?
What the fuck is he talking about?
You got me there. No, I love everyone except for Trump.
And how can you love everyone but Trump? That doesn't make sense.
I was just sort of joking, but
Oh.
no, I tend to
You
love
love
everybody.
Trump,
No, I don't wish ill on him. I don't wish anything bad to happen to him, but I don't love him.
and why don't you love Trump?
I'm just ideologically opposed to most things.
Why
that he
can't
does.
you just oppose without hating him?
I don't hate him. I just
If you
don't
don't love him, you hate him.
I'm neutral.
That's the only thing that exists:
Jesus
love or
Christ.
hate.
Neutral. I'm
Uh-uh,
neutral.
No neutral.
No neutral.
No middle ground. Either you love him or you hate him.
Wow, that sounds really intelligent.
And why do you hate him?
Jesus Christ.
So it's not that I hate Trump entirely.
Well, do you love him?
No, but I would
Well,
never.
then you hate him.
I would never wish ill will on Trump. Sure, I hate Trump, and here's why.
Why can't you just disagree with his actions but not hate him?
Because Donald Trump's actions are so severe that it's easy to hate him. Fine, I'll bite the bullet. It's easy to hate him, and I hate him because of what he does. And I go,
And so you hate him.
sure, yeah.
And why can't you love him and disagree?
Because he's hard to love. He's a hard person to love.
Meaning what?
Because he calls my side the enemy from within. He calls us gnats that need to be taken care of.
He call you what?
He calls us gnats. Did you hear that?
Nuts?
No, gnats. Like
Gnats?
Gnats, like the bug. Like
The little gnat thing?
yeah.
I haven't heard that word
Oh, was this an intro?
in years.
He called me a gnat. So he was talking to the U.S. military.
He told you that you were a gnat?
No, he called Democrats. He said
That-
Democrats are gnats that need to be
He called them Demonats.
But he
care
didn't know
of.
you. Why do you think he was talking to you?
because he hates Democrats.
Are you a Democrat?
Yeah.
You're a Democrat?
Yeah.
How does your mother feel that you're a liberal Democrat? Because normally men are conservative.
My mom is fine with that. Yeah. So is my dad, by
So
the way.
beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
When your dad let your mother rule, I'm not surprised.
That's not true. Not really.
I'm not surprised. What is it like seeing your father being ruled by your mother?
My dad wasn't ruled by my mom. My dad has independence too. What do you mean ruled? What do you mean by ruled? Do you think my mom is like the queen of the house? Like,
What?
do you think my mom is like the queen of the house, like ruling everyone? Or no? Like, what do you mean I've ruled?
It sounds like your father obeyed your mother, but your mother does not obey him.
I think you're not used to hearing a relationship where both sides are actually equals. And
No such thing as equal.
There's no such thing as equal. My mom and my dad are actually equals, and that seems to blow your mind to such a degree that you think my mom rules the house. But really quickly, can I go back?
Your mother took you away from the Allah Akbar religion.
That's good for you, right?
What? No.
Do you think I should be Allahu Akbar religion?
No, I don't think you should be what you want to be.
Exactly. That's what my mom told me. That's exactly what my mom.
I don't think Jesse actually believes that. Just to be clear.
But your father should have told you that, not your mother.
Well, my dad agrees too. Can I ask you, do you think Trump has hate in his heart?
No.
But he said at Charlie Kirk's funeral he hates the other side.
Right, but not the way he meant.
What did he mean?
Well, what does he mean? What does that even mean?
He fight against evil.
But then he said it. He doubled down when he was speaking.
So, that's Jesse just saying that all Democrats are evil. That's what his take is. That's what you're gonna have the problem. Fucking
the military. He called us Nats, and he says, "I hate my enemy. I hate the other side." So Trump hates the other side more than me.
Because he fight against evil. He doesn't hate it in the way you hate him. He understands that it's not you, but the evil that's in you, and so he's fighting against.
What the fuck does that mean? That's some cope ass shit. What the fuck?
Against that. What do you think about what's that black woman? Insane black woman. What's her name?
Jasmine Crockett.
What's her name? From Texas.
The Democratic Texas.
What do you think about Jasmine Crockett?
I love Jasmine Crockett.
You do?
She's fine. Kind of thick.
Yeah.
Why you love Crockett?
I like Jasmine Crockett because she's a great communicator. She's a great orator for the Democratic Party, and she's powerful.
But she hate white people. She appears to hate white people.
No,
Are you okay with that?
She doesn't hate white people.
She blamed them for everything.
No, she.
What if Adam just said maybe she hates the evil that's in white people's hearts instead? Just counter with that, dude.
Doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Wait, name one thing that she said about white people where she hates them.
That white people don't love the black, something like that.
What are you talking about here? You're just pulling stuff out of thin air.
Yeah, I can't think anything after.
Because she doesn't hate white people.
He's like, you're just pulling shit out of thin air. He's like, yeah, I am. That's his response. What the fuck? What the hell? I could have blocked that. What the hell?
But let me ask: what do you think about the attack above? So do you believe racism is this?
Yeah.
And what's your proof?
I don't know. Maybe you referring to black people as blacks. I don't know. That could probably be it there, Jesse.
What is my proof that racism exists? Yeah. I think racism exists both structurally in the system, but also individual racism.
What is your proof that racism exists?
I've heard friends in high school back in Indiana say racist things.
But like what, for example?
Back in high school.
Give us your best joke. Your best racist joke.
School in Indiana, a lot of the people that I grew up with used to talk about black communities in very, very demeaning ways. And honestly, you're probably going to agree with what they would say, but they would say that black Americans are lazy.
They are.
They would say that black Americans need.
There you go. There's the racisms.
To stop sucking up welfare and get off their ass.
They do.
They would say that black Americans need to be grateful.
So tell me something racist they said, though. No, you're not telling me
saying that black.
They're speaking the truth.
That's saying that black Americans.
You don't think black people need to get up off welfare and take care of themselves?
Of course they do, but saying that in a vacuum, everyone needs to take care of themselves.
How about the blacks, though?
Black people, not more so than white people.
How about the blacks?
No, not more than white
blacks
people.
Don't need to take care of themselves?
They do, but not more so than white people.
Do black people need to get off welfare and take care of themselves?
I reject the framing.
What?
I reject the framing. I think that everyone needs to get off welfare and take care of themselves. Your framing of it is boxing me in.
What do you mean?
Yes, black people need to get off welfare. So
how's that racist then to say that?
No, because...
Well, I mean, if you want to have a conversation about getting black people off welfare, we have to fix the welfare system. We obviously need a robust one, especially with technology displacing jobs and driving down wages. But...
They're saying it in a vacuum. They're acting.
What does that mean? They're saying it in a vacuum.
They're acting as if black people are uniquely lazy and uniquely reliant on welfare. When red states, do you know that red states are more reliant on welfare than blue states?
Who is red state? I don't know them.
States that vote.
We talking about the blacks, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about reliant on state. Red states take
What's
in more welfare.
What's your proof of racism?
My proof of racism is that as I was a kid, okay, a few things. If you want to go back to 2004, do you know the study where they tried to see if black names, like black sounding names, were able to get jobs in an easier or a harder way? It was way, way harder for people to get a job if they had a black sounding name. Number two, when I was
how is that racist? I would not hire a black person with a black sounding name.
That is just by...
I think that's why it's racist. I mean, well, this is the problem, is that Jesse's going to say that like anybody with a quote unquote, whatever he considers a black name, is basically like he doesn't like whatever he's gonna like say that he's like the culture or something. He's gonna justify it.
Definition racial profiling.
How's that?
You're just justifying racism.
No,
that's by definition.
You mean
racial
I wouldn't hire a black person with a black name because I already know they hate white people?
That's not true.
And there's gonna be a problem on my job.
This is just insane.
How is that racism though?
When my friends in high school would say that black Americans should be grateful that they came over here on ships as slaves, is that racist?
You're not showing me proof of racism. I'm asking because of time.
No, you're just justifying
what's your proof
racism.
that racism exists?
You're just justifying. The president of the United States said Obama wasn't born in America.
How's that racist?
Because he...
Well, because he was born in America? It's probably how that was racist, but okay.
He's picking out Obama and saying he was born in Kenya.
How is that racist?
Because why?
Because he was born in America.
Why did he choose Obama out of any
How is that
president?
racist?
What is different about Obama?
He ran for president.
No, what's different about
He ran for president. Well, I guess he was good at running then, huh?
Obama in particular than any other president?
He ran for president.
There's one thing different about Obama.
Dude,
One thing different about Obama that's different.
Oh,
He's black.
He is a fallen messiah.
No, he's a black American. And what did Trump
What the fuck is a fallen messiah mean? This is actually so irritating.
say about him?
But why is it racist to say that he was born in another country?
Because he profiled the one black president to pick on.
I don't know
why.
what that means, or how's that racist?
I don't doubt that he doesn't know what that means.
Even running for president, when you run for president,
Why didn't he say it about
get
Biden?
attacked.
When you run for president, people just make shit up about you. I guess that's the argument there, huh?
Why didn't he say
How
it
is
about
that
Biden?
racism?
Why didn't he say it about Biden or Bush or anyone else?
You're not answering that question.
Because he chose the black president to do it with.
Was he black?
Obama?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was half black, right?
And did he run for president?
Yeah.
So why can't he say that then if he's running for president?
I mean, Trump can say it, but the problem is, even after the birth certificate was proven by the state of Hawaii, Donald Trump was doubling down on the lie that Obama wasn't born in America, and this wasn't based off evidence.
You have no proof of racism.
No, this wasn't based off evidence.
You haven't given me one iota of proof of racism yet. One more time, and then I have some other stuff and some calls I want to get to before
Yeah,
you.
so
give me one proof of racism.
So
You
Trump,
were born in Indiana?
Yeah.
What part?
Northwest Indiana.
You ever gone to Gary?
Yeah, of course. I went to college in Gary for my first year or two.
In Gary?
And yeah, Indiana University Northwest in Gary.
Oh, you went there?
Yep.
Okay. A messed up town, huh?
Gary is
I
not in
used to
great
live in
shape.
there.
Yeah, it's not in great shape.
And who messed it up?
The government.
No.
It's probably going to be like a pretty big destruction of factory jobs and shit. What happened to a lot of people? Factories closed down, man, and people's entire like town infrastructure really got fucked, and they never recovered. And it's really difficult. We haven't adjusted correctly from it.
Yeah.
The
Government. From my understanding, the steel industry was like that leaving, the flight of the steel industry was what really caused the downfall.
they
of
made the
Gary.
black people go out of control.
I don't know anything about that.
They were violent. They attacked the white people and everything.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm telling you, I was there.
You were there?
I had a white friend.
You were attacking white people?
Huh?
Were you the one attacking white people?
I said the black man.
Or do you see yourself as black?
No.
Fucking talk
You're
about
not black? What do you mean?
I'm surprised Adam did not know this about about Jesse, dude. This is pretty on the fucking on the board for him. Okay.
Do you see yourself as white?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
How do you feel about the attack of white people? White people are the genocide right now.
From who?
What white genocide is there? That's crazy.
Who's genociding white people?
The blacks and now the foreigners.
Wow.
I thought most crime committed by black people is against other black people, not white people.
No, and that's true. But they're beating up whites, robbing them, stealing from them.
I haven't seen that.
You're drinking some coffee over there, right?
Yeah.
Is it black?
Yeah.
So you like coffee the same color you like your women?
Oh, yeah.
You like black women?
Yeah, definitely.
You date black women?
Do I date? I've never dated one, but yeah, sure, I would, of course.
Well, no
Yeah, black people are fine. They're chill.
wonder.
What?
No wonder.
No wonder what?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Does your parents know you like black women?
My dad
What is up with these questions? Do you like black women, and do your parents know?
doesn't. My mom does. My Allahu Akbar dad
Well, I guess now he does. Okay, I guess now he does.
doesn't know.
Why doesn't your father know but your mother knows?
No, they both
Wow,
know.
I don't
I'm
know.
okay with anyone. I'll date anyone.
You say your father. Does he know or does he know?
I was just joking. He neither of them have talked to me about my love for black women. I don't know.
Once you go black, you can't go back.
Is that what they say?
That's true.
Okay.
Let me go to Mimi out of California. Mimi, you are on the air. Is that your coffee?
Hi, good.
Water.
Get your coffee. You can put it on the table. That's Punchy coffee you're drinking. I made that coffee.
You made this?
I sell it.
Oh.
That's Punchy's coffee.
Oh.
Go ahead, Mimi.
Say it's cheese coffee? That's interesting.
Mimi, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning, Jesse.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, Mimi, you know you're fucking racist as shit.
And I apologize.
This is the black friend everybody's talking about. They talk about when they hey, I have a black friend. This is that. That's who this is.
I didn't catch the name of the guest.
Adam.
Adam. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning. Great to chat.
Yes, of course. I have a couple of questions. I think the first one that I was going to ask is
What the fuck?
you mentioned
Are
at
you
the
kidding?
earlier top of the hour that there was a oh my gosh, I hate that my mind goes blank.
There you go.
I think that's why you watch Jesse.
That the current administration is against free speech, or that there is kind of an undertone, kind of questioning, blurring or muffling the waters in terms of free speech.
Are you on a speakerphone, Mimi? On Bluetooth or something?
I heard what you were saying about free speech, but keep going from there.
Hello?
Yeah.
Thank God that his audience is so technologically literate. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I can get more resources.
We can hear you now.
Are you
I'm
on a
so sorry.
speaker or Bluetooth, Mimi?
No. My phone is just wonky. It's like trying to switch over.
Is it an
I think she must have the Trump phone, guys. That's the problem. Yeah.
So I
Obama
apologize
phone?
about that. Huh?
Is it an Obama phone?
Not an Obama phone. You've got jokes, Jesse.
Okay.
But okay, so free speech, the current administration, it currently isn't its strength. It's in your eyes. But let me ask you this. What is cancel culture? Is
That's annoying.
that just renaming?
Hey guys, Donald Trump is banning media outlets, even Fox News, from asking questions at the Pentagon. He's using the FCC to silence his opponents. He's taking down statues that have legal permits because they criticize him for being best friends with Jeffrey Epstein for 15 years. Oh, yeah? What about cancel culture, dude? Why can't I say the N-word anymore? What the fuck is that about, dude?
Opposition to free speech and saying that it's okay.
It's not an opposition of free speech. Cancel culture can be annoying. That's not an opposition of free speech. It's not. What are you talking about? Just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you have freedom of consequences.
If you can cancel someone, because I think that on the other side, on the right, on the left, we see a lot of cancel culture. If you don't like somebody,
I'm sorry. When Charlie Kirk was tragically assassinated, weren't you guys trying to get people to lose their jobs over saying the fact that he was a bad person? I don't understand. I'm not trying to be a fucking dickhead. Shouldn't be disrespectful, but what is cancel culture to you? It's when you feel justified in having a negative impact on somebody else for something that they say. That's not a freedom of speech issue. Funny enough, Jimmy Kimmel criticizing Donald Trump for not caring that Charlie Kirk, or excuse me, for, Jimmy Kimmel criticizing Donald Trump for Donald Trump not giving a shit that Charlie was assassinated. And instead, when he was asked a question about how he feels about Charlie, talking about his fucking, new Trump installation in the White House. I mean, that's why he got canceled. So, like, that's why the FCC pressured Jimmy Kimmel. So, like, what are we talking about here? What is happening? What are you talking about?
it doesn't even matter their language or their speech. Just
what the fuck is she talking about?
Obliterate them, act as though they become invisible. What is the difference between a violation of free speech and cancel culture?
The government restricting it? I don't know. There you go.
See, that's actually a really good question.
No, it's not. It's a terrible question, but I appreciate him being nice to these fucking people.
Say that cancel culture comes from cultural power on one side, and what we're seeing right now is the executive branch being weaponized to silence people. So just to back up, I'm against cancel culture. I thought that liberals took it too far when they were canceling everybody for everything. I think there are some cases where it's normal, but now that you see the culture shift towards the right, you saw the same type of cancel culture when people were making jokes about Charlie Kirk. Some people got fired for really, really dumb reasons, just making jokes. But my problem isn't with the cultural change of cancel culture. That's a separate conversation. I see the Trump administration as weaponizing the executive branch to go after, let's say, universities that disagree with them, like universities in my home state of Illinois or universities in California, going after law firms that disagree with them, Act Blue, comedians that disagree with them. Donald Trump has tweeted Jimmy Kimmel's name dozens of times. Why is the president going after some random comedian, and then when that comedian gets taken off the air?
Especially since Trump says that the comedian is the comedian is not. He says he's literally irrelevant. He constantly talks about how he's relevant. Why do you keep going after him then?
Because of Brendan Carr, it kind of scares me. So there's a difference between the cultural power, the wielding of cultural power, versus actual institutional power to silence people.
But, okay, so to your point, you're mentioning his tweets. He's not using any of his executive powers or any of his positional powers to do anything.
He is.
The FCC was literally tried to punish Jimmy Kimmel. They threatened Kimmel. What?
Tweeting something. No. Tweeting something is part of that cultural exchange that you just mentioned.
Well, okay.
So when the FCC was actively saying that they wanted to punish him. I don't know. What is that? What do you do with that information?
Or say anything. He didn't ever execute any of his powers to do it. You just mentioned how he tweeted.
He executed Order 66, guys.
It's something.
Listen, it's not a part.
But everybody else, how other people respond. Again, this is the problem with this.
No. Let me try.
She's just looking for an excuse to yell. That's pretty much what happened here. I'm not even kidding. She's just looking for an excuse to be like annoying and yell.
Let me jump in really quickly. What he did a few weeks ago was tweet out Pam Bondi's name. I don't know if you guys have seen this post. Jesse, have you seen this post? He said, Pam, I want you to target these 3 people. And he had 3 names on there. It was Adam Schiff, Letitia James, and James Comey.
Did he say, I want you to target them?
He said, I want you to go after these people. Yes, so right after this happened.
Did he say, I want you to target them?
He said, he literally said, we need to speed up the process.
Did he say, I want you to target?
What tweet is he referring to? I can't find it, so... I see the screenshot you posted. It's a delete. It's a quickly. I think it was a deleted Truth Social post that Donald Trump had thought he was sending to whoever. Pam Bondi. I've reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially same old story as last time. All talk, no action. Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam, Shifty, Schiff, and Letitia? He spells her name wrong, apparently. They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done. Then we almost put a Democrat-supported U.S. attorney in Virginia with a really bad Republican past. A woke rhino who was never going to do his job. That's why 2 of the worst Dem supporters pushed him so hard.
Did
Right
he
after
say, I want you to target them?
he said, I want you to go after these people. Yes. So right after this
So
happened,
did he say, I want you to target them?
he said, he literally said, we need to speed up the process. And
Did
you
he
want to
say,
know
I
what,
want you
you
to
want to know what
target
happened?
them?
The federal prosecutor.
Can I hold you over? Are you able to stay a little bit longer?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold him over for at least another 15 minutes or so, all right? Maybe, can you hold on?
Sorry, I was muted the whole fucking time. Anyway, thank you. And people are just going to respond to that by being like, "Oh, they were that's Pam Bondi's like the Attorney General, right? Like he was just saying that he wants to try to find a legal avenue to go after them. That not that he actually wanted to violate freedom of speech. So
Sure.
All right, you need to be fixing your phone. So listen, I have some things that Jasmine Cricket said.
Okay.
And Jasmine Cricket admitted that she's tired of the white tears over DEI,
ooh, well, that's actually kind of based.
which she said comes from mediocre white boys. Is that racism?
Wait,
That's actually super base. I totally agree. Yes. White people crying about DEI is super annoying. And I want you to understand something that there's so many reasons for it, but I'm going to tell you the biggest reason. Okay? Some people just feel like it's unfair. I get it. But a lot of the people who cry about DEI, which is really just exists to protect like marginalized groups, is because there is a massive wave of white people. These are typically people who identify as white nationalists, who are very uneducated. They have no skills. They don't work hard. They're underachievers. They're addicted to porn. And they're addicted to femboys, and they love Nick Fuentes. Okay? Maybe the femboy porn is based. I don't know. And they want to live in a society that gives them achievements for being useless and unproductive and not skilled. They want to get a job for not being qualified. And so in order to do that, we need to go back to the way things were. We need to make America great again. Back in the day, when white people that weren't qualified for jobs got jobs that they didn't deserve. Now, things are more fair, generally speaking. Do they sometimes lean in the direction of minority? Sometimes, sure. I mean, yeah. And I mean, the reason why we have like affirmative action policies is because without them, historically, black people wouldn't get jobs. But now they're upset that they can't get a job when they don't deserve. And that's really a big crybaby fucking bitch boy festival part of it, man.
Wait. So you're going to say...
Is that racism?
No.
That's not racism.
No.
So
It's kind of baseism.
so
if you
if
think
a
about
white
it.
lady said that about the blacks, would that be racism?
No. Not inherently.
That would be racist if a white lady said it.
Saying that people are mediocre?
No, saying that.
Here's my problem.
She said that she's tired of white tears about DEI.
You probably shouldn't inject race into
which
things.
she said comes from mediocre white boys. That's from CNN on February 2025. You saying that's not racism?
She shouldn't inject race into
Is that
things.
racism?
No, it's not racism.
Okay.
Wait, can I say
Thank
though?
you.
Can I say you say that Jasmine Crockett hates all white people, but you have to find these random quotes. But when Donald Trump literally says himself, "I hate all Democrats," that's not enough for you for him to hate all Democrats. Like you're grasping at straws to try to say that Jasmine Crockett hates all white people. Literally grasping at straws. But Trump said with his own lips that he hates all Democrats. Do you think he hates all Democrats?
No.
Do you think Jasmine Crockett hates all white people?
Yes.
So
That's actually super funny, dude. Holy shit. Dude, Jesse's just getting dog walked, but it doesn't really matter because his audience is just like insane. And they own Donald Trump's Truth Social phone, and they keep calling in, and the phone doesn't work because it's a piece of shit.
what's happening here?
Because Jasmine Cook is crazy.
Okay.
So I want to go back to Mimi. All right. Some calls here.
I think that's somebody's his grandma's name.
Mimi, thank you for holding. Go ahead.
Yes, Jesse, and I would like to apologize about the issue with my phone. I
I'm so sorry. I have a Trump phone.
have fixed it just for the record.
Right on. And now you sound clear and good. Thank you.
Can I respond to what we were
Perfect.
talking about before?
Yes.
Mimi, I really apologize to cut you off. There was something I was trying to say, and then I want to hear what you have to say as well. We went to commercial break last time. So Donald Trump sent out this True Social post aimed at Pam Bondi, and he said, Pam, I want you to go after these 3 people. It was Letitia James, James Comey, and then Adam Schiff. Within weeks, a federal prosecutor resigned, and a new federal prosecutor was appointed to specifically go after Letitia James, James Comey, and Adam Schiff.
Interesting. That sounds like they fired somebody. Well, they pressured somebody to resign that was actually willing to, be some kind of a political a dog on a leash, basically.
So we were saying that you were trying to say that Donald Trump isn't actually directing people to do things, but for the first time in American history, we have a president directing his attorney general on social media to go after people. Biden never did that to Merrick Garland.
Yeah, but you know what? It's interesting that you say,
Yeah, but you want to know what Obama?
say that because possibly, is it possible that if he's saying that you need to take
What the hell is happening right now?
After these 3 people, it was Letitia James, James Comey, and then Adam Schiff. Within weeks,
Do you guys think that Jesse would hire someone named Letitia James?
a federal prosecutor resigned, and a new federal prosecutor was appointed to specifically go after Letitia James, James Comey, and Adam Schiff. So we were saying that you were trying to say that Donald Trump isn't actually directing people to do things, but for the first time in American history, we have a president directing his attorney general on social media to go after people. Biden never did that to Merrick Garland.
Yeah, but you know what? It's interesting that you say that because possibly, is it possible that if he's saying that you need to take a look at these people, you need to take a look at their behaviors and their actions, is that wrong that he does that? No, maybe.
I told you that was going to be the response. Now, for those of you watching live, you saw that the stream crashed. So I said it a while ago, but yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It seems plausible that enough for people to be like, oh, maybe he was just saying you need to look into them. I think the fact that they had to fire the person that they're looking into, or they had to resign and hire somebody else, is very suspicious. But
maybe putting it on True Social post or whatever, maybe we need to start seeing some of the decisions that politicians are making out in public.
You're right, but that was a mistake. He made a mistake posting it. So when you say something like that, that you're adding an intent onto Trump that doesn't exist. You're just excusing his behavior.
Because I'll be honest with you, as a political commentator, you and I both know that in politics, everything is cloaked under a closed door, and we as the American people have no idea as to what is going on. Do you think that just because he posted
I don't think we have any idea whatsoever.
that on True Social, that there aren't hundreds of politicians that aren't using their power to push a button, and then all of a sudden all kinds of things are happening?
No.
Maybe, but that's why we have a system of checks and balances to try to prevent that from happening. So
That would be, being that you're a political commentator, that would be very irresponsible.
I'm not denying
of
that
you.
corruption does happen,
Okay.
but this is unprecedented.
Not even necessarily corruption. It's just more so use of power.
Okay, but what Donald
that
Trump
would
is
be corruption, right? That would be corruption, though, wouldn't it? That's just use of power. That sounds like corruption. You're explaining corruption. What the hell is she talking about? Honestly, this is probably one of those things, to her credit, that people feel like has been happening for so long, that everything is so corrupt that they don't care that Donald Trump's corruption is worse. Like, they're just like, it's all corrupt anyway. Who gives a fuck anymore? I don't care. They're just so frustrated, and like they feel so angry at the system that they don't care anymore, and they're fine with whatever happens, and they don't care if it crashes and burns. And it's interesting that MAGA is, to some extent, basically some kind of Antifa or some kind of like, communist leftists, like destroy the country and then rebuild it from the ground up again, just in a different way. It is interesting how that fundamental idea kind of horseshoes back around, because of how fed up some people are, which I get it. I do understand people being fed up and not caring and feeling like the system was never going to fight for them, so why the fuck do they care? But it's very interesting to me.
doing is by definition unprecedented. You said, is it really that bad for the president to be posting this stuff? Yes, there's supposed to be a separation between the executive or the presidency and the Department of Justice or the Attorney General. Merrick Garland was never directed by President Biden, as much as people want to say, but the fact that Trump is putting his thumb on the scale to make sure that his political opponents are indicted, and just to add insult to injury, this indictment was 4 or 5 days before the statute of limitations was up, meaning Trump and his team saw, hey, the statute of limitations is right about to be up. We have to put our thumb on the scale and force the Eastern District of Virginia to prosecute our political opponents.
Yeah, and then he was also complaining about people he felt like weren't, well, the person whoever was in charge, or whoever, the person in Virginia not doing enough and being like some kind of fake Republican in the chats. That was the whole point. And so like it sounds like they forced him to resign to get him to do it, so they can get somebody to actually play ball. That
never happened under Biden, and that is not what America's about. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, not the president calls you guilty until you can prove that you're innocent. You know?
What if Donald Trump had a perm? That'd be interesting.
I think there's a lot of assumptions there
What
that you're
what?
making.
I don't think so. I think that those are all pretty reasonable assertions.
There's a lot of jumps that you're making in terms of what was done and what wasn't done.
He said it.
Not really. There's not really any jumps. This is the fucking problem, dude. I swear there's so many people that just lack media literacy or just any type of literacy. They can't come to common sense conclusions. Like I saw somebody the other day talking about how there was this person who would take their ice cube tray and turn it to the side. And this way, you don't have to move the ice cube tray around in the sink. You could just fill it up. Which, by the way, filter your water for one. And people are like, wow, that's awesome. I never thought of that. You never thought of that? You never thought of that? You never thought to just like tilt the ice cube tray to fill it up? You just never, that kindergarten level of intuition didn't exist to you? And that's what's happening here. We have a situation where Donald Trump accidentally tweets that he wants to go after certain political opponents, or excuse me, he says it on Truth Social. He truths it. When he meant to send it to Pam Bondi, so he took it down. The person that he wanted to prosecute the individuals then stepped down a few days before the statute of limitations was ran up, and they got somebody else to go in to play ball. At the very least, you look at that and say, like, this seems like a interesting scene of events. Right? But nope, we don't have that type of literacy. Like, we are the type of people who don't even know how to make a sandwich. Okay? If you're the type of person who sees bread on the table and meat and cheese, and you've never heard of a sandwich, but you still don't make a sandwich, you're stupid. You don't understand, like, just basic skills. There's a level of basic intuition that just doesn't exist for you. It's embarrassing. And it's very strange, dude.
What was said and what was said doesn't said because you got a post. There's a lot of assumptions, but I get it. The mind has a tendency to run wild.
No, I'm not
You're making a lot of assumptions, but I get it. You're just fucking crazy. That's what she's saying here.
running wild. Trump meant to send that as a DM to Pam Bondi. They literally said, we meant to send this as a DM. We meant to direct Pam Bondi to do this. What assumption am I filling in? Can you name any gap that I'm missing here?
I think that for you to say that, again, that he is going into their office and saying, you absolutely have to do this. If he is directing people to start looking at things, he absolutely in his power should. And if it's unprecedented, shame on...
That's fine, though. But then, like, why do they have to get somebody else that'll, quote unquote, play ball if it's such a, like, fair and obvious thing, you know?
All of those other presidents that haven't done it.
You're
so
saying...
it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so... possibly you are making a point about what he's doing as unprecedented. But if you
what he's doing is of overstepping of his powers. But okay.
Care about this nation, if you care about your job, what you do as the kind of the leader in charge, you have to look out for things that may be questionable.
It's not just that it's unprecedented, it's that it's un-American as well. The point of the presidency is to have checks and balances on you so you can't target people, target political opponents.
Was it un-American for Obama to go after the Tea Party?
What the hell are you talking about? Obama going after the Tea Party? What?
Obama direct his attorney general to go after the Tea Party.
No, was it un-American for Obama to go after the Tea Party?
Obama didn't direct his attorney general.
Obama did not go after the Tea Party?
Did he direct his attorney general?
Well, I want to hear how did Obama go after the Tea Party?
You're not answering the question.
I'm asking you one that is more relevant.
Was it un-American for Obama to go after the Tea Party?
I reject the framing.
What?
Obama didn't weaponize his Department of Justice against the... So, did Obama ask his attorney general...
like a white person. I don't know what that means. Did Obama go... was it un-American for Obama to go after the Tea Party?
He criticized... From what I see, he just criticized them. He didn't do anything within his power to go after them. He didn't use, like, any courts to go after. I don't understand what the argument is. How did Obama go after the Tea Party?
I'm not going to be boxed into this framing when I'm making a point that is very valid.
What does that mean, framing?
Because
he just needs to keep asking over and over again, how did they go after... how did Obama go after them? What did he do?
You're framing the question in such a way that's
No, I'm just asking
loaded.
the question.
No, you're loaded. It's like
was it
do the cops,
un-American for the fallen Messiah to go after the Tea Party?
Do the cops know you beat your wife?
You didn't answer the question.
Do the cops know you?
Okay. I would just continuously say, like, oh, how did he do that? Oh, how interesting. How did he do that? How did he do that? Just to keep saying that over and over again.
Beat your wife?
Was it un-American?
I understand what he's doing. Like, there's no proof that Jesse beat his wife. So by asking that question, the argument's like, well, I never did that. And it's like, okay, there you go. Like, that's my point. Right? Like, but I feel like Adam should just continuously, like, you got to kind of like almost like low IQ over and over again go, wait, but this didn't happen. Oh, over and over again. Same thing that this guy's doing, you know? Oh, did that happen? Well, how did that happen? Oh, really? And then you just keep asking over and over again. Oh, how did that happen? And he's not going to be able to answer it.
For Obama to go after Dinesh D'Souza.
Do the cops know that you beat
Was
your
it
wife?
un-American for Obama to go after?
Do you see how my do you see how my framing presupposes that you've done bad things? My framing presupposes that you've done bad things.
Because I think, Adam, I get it. I get it. You're educated and you have a way of
Adam, I get it. You're just like a smart guy, but like, you know what?
being
I'm not falling for it.
Able to explain certain factions of the English language that asks a question, and then you call it something so that you don't have to answer it. So it's
What the fuck does that even mean, dude? What is she saying?
interesting because
what
you don't realize is that a lot of the stuff that the left is leaning on has nothing to do with facts and actual basis. It has a lot to do with everybody's feelings.
Where did I lie? What's one fact?
We're at a point now where she's incapable of conversation and she's completely shut down. She's just saying things because she's upset. That's where we have gone to at this point. Like, there's literally nothing that she's saying of any substance. Oh, yeah, you know what? You guys just are so feelings-based. Oh, you think you're so smart and you can say things and okay. Wow, you're really getting them.
And I think because you don't like the question, so now you're going to use the word framing.
No, he's loading the question. He's loading the question. Okay,
I'm not loading the question. Listen, I'm black. I don't know how to load a question, man.
Okay.
Have all these.
Didn't he just say he wasn't black before?
Arsenal, and then you say you don't weaponize anything. you say that it's the right is weaponizing everything, but you have this whole arsenal, but you don't call it arsenal. You're like, those aren't bullets, those are marshmallows. And it's like, stop it.
This argument sounds so fucking stupid, dude. What the hell?
Never under Biden or Obama did they direct their attorney general to do this, and you admitted it was unprecedented, but then you justified it and you said you wish more presidents had gone after their opponents.
Unprecedented is not a bad thing.
It is when you're
unprecedented. No, it's not.
He's turning our country into an all-force.
So fundamentally, saying something is unprecedented isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can be, Obama getting Obamacare passed was unprecedented as well. You wouldn't call it a bad thing, but it seems like a drastic overreach and overuse of power, and that's the problem.
Authoritarian regime. You can't just weaponize
Let me do this
people.
because of time. I got him right here. But
I think he runs fast.
So sorry.
No,
not you. Don't fire. It's just that I'm looking at the clock here.
Okay, let me just say this. There was two other questions that I wanted to ask, and I'll say them really quickly.
Okay.
Really quickly, you mentioned Trump.
I can't believe that. What the fuck was that? I can't believe that Jesse's letting this woman dictate the flow of the conversation. It's kind of weird. She's the one that's supposed to be leading.
With Obama and the fact, his citizenship. Now, I would ask, are you a racist? I'm not. There's no attack in this. It's just a question. But are you a racist? Because when you brought up the unemployment rate, the one thing you brought up was the black employment rate.
Right.
Well, he didn't bring it up. Jesse brought it up.
So it's interesting that everyone always wants to use blacks as their weapon against the American people.
Good point.
Bro, these people are incredibly stupid. Jesse was the one who brought that up. Jesse's the one that brought up the black unemployment rate. So I don't really understand. Am I fucking stupid? This is insane. There's no way. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I'm right. Jesse was the one who brought it up. There's a level of delusion from some of these fucking MAGA, like Jesse Lee Peterson supporters, that is unhinged. Jesse was the first one to bring up black unemployment, and now they feel so stupid and cornered that they're like, oh, you're actually the racist because you brought up black unemployment. What are you talking about? Jesse won't shut the fuck up about black people. Typical, right? Like, what are you talking about?
And say that they're not racist, first of all.
What?
And then second of all, I would ask you, do you love America?
Yes.
Because this is your nation that you claim. Do you love America?
Yes.
Dude, unironically, having discussions with people like this is a waste of time. And I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole, but I feel like this is one of the problems right now, is that, like, I remember when I was younger, I would watch Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly have discussions, and I thought that they were great. I thought that they were fantastic. Like, there are some really good conservative content creators that are in conversationalists, like Ben Shapiro, that are able to have like meaningful, reasonable conversation. But nowadays, I don't really think that there's nobody left that's able to or willing to have a conversation. Not some kind of fucking gay debate, but like a conversation about ideas. I don't think that exists anymore. I don't know how many conservatives are capable of it or are interested in it. Most of it is just like gotcha bullshit. I don't know, like, what do you do? Like, it's almost like there's no point in even having this type of fucking discussion with this person. At all. It's fucking crazy. Like, they're just yelling. They just yell. It's embarrassing.
There's actually no other question behind it. That was just the question.
And they just make shit up because they're completely feelings based. It's crazy.
You love
Okay,
America.
Of course,
So that's all I got.
Her first question: why do white people always use the blacks when they want to bring up unemployment? Why the black?
He brought it up. He was the one who brought it up first.
You were claiming that immigrants
No. She asked you a question.
You were claiming that immigrants displace black workers, so I was responding with a stat on black unemployment. We were talking about immigration, and you were saying that black workers were being displaced. This was all in the context of the conversation. Didn't you say that earlier?
I may have.
Yeah, I mean, it's a common point.
But you
so-
don't care that the illegals taking the blacks' job.
No, I deny that it's happening.
But why would you deny it?
Because black unemployment is up and
But
deportations
would it be
are up.
up if the illegal went back home?
They are going back
would
home,
there
and
be
it's
more
still up.
job? Would there be more jobs?
Donald Trump has deported 2 million people, and black unemployment is
And
still
maybe you
up.
want to know, are you racist?
No, I'm not a racist.
And why you say you're not?
Because I love everyone.
You love Donald Trump?
Everyone except for
Twice
Donald
and I
Trump.
died.
You
Okay.
love Netanyahu?
Everyone except for Netanyahu.
You love Putin?
No.
So you don't love anyone?
Well, but let's ask a real question. Do you
Why the fuck would you love a fucking? Why would you love Putin? Putin is a war criminal, and so is Netanyahu. Why the fuck would you like these people?
love black people?
What?
Yes.
You are
I don't love black people. They just exist. They're people. They don't like. I don't love anybody except for like my wife and my mom. You know.
willing to love black people, but you don't love Trump. But which is fine. You don't have to. But what's
What?
interesting is that if you love
I love black people. I love white people. I don't love Trump, dude. No, I don't really love anybody, like I just said. But why do you have to love Trump? What is this like? Why do I have to unconditionally love Trump? What the fuck? What the hell are you talking about? This is ridiculous. Fuck. I don't want to do this. Okay.
black people, when are you going to start telling the truth as an American citizen? Because see,
These people are not even worth talking to.
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Making everything sound pretty doesn't love people. You don't love black people. I mean, I don't know you, but I don't think that you love black people. I
Wait.
think that it feels good and it's easy to say.
Do you think
And
Jesse Lee
especially
Peterson loves black
culturally,
people?
everybody's saying
Who?
it culturally.
Do you think Jesse Lee Peterson loves
Answer
black
her
people?
question first.
What was your question?
I feel like this, like, Adam should stay away from conversation. What the fuck? Adam should stay away from conversations with people like this. I don't know how productive it is. Like Jesse's incapable of like this is that there's no winning these type of conversations because they're so incredibly stupid. Like it's fucking crazy, dude.
Do you love black people?
Yes, of course.
Then why do you
Okay.
why do you use?
Bro, it's moments like these that are like, oh fuck, like Destiny. Stop having CSAM in your beer. You know what I mean? It's the only person that can correctly counter this bullshit.
Them to make negative points?
Like what? What are you talking about?
You
You're
said they won't even work when the illegal go home.
That's not what I said. I said they're being
You said-
fired.
huh?
No, unemployment is going up, meaning they're being fired.
You said they won't work
I
even
never
when the
s-
illegal go home.
Dude, I never said that. I never
Well,
said that.
why don't they just take those jobs then?
Because illegals being deported isn't increasing openings in the labor market. Your claim is that deportations will help black Americans.
And you saying that it won't.
And I'm saying that deportations are already happening
He's not saying that it won't. He's saying that it isn't. It literally is not.
and black Americans are still suffering. That's not me saying that black people won't work. And if you want to say that anybody here doesn't love black Americans, I think that it's the way Jesse Lee Peterson is talking. Do you even think you're black?
No,
You don't think you're black?
I never think about that.
Okay, do you think
Why should
Listen, anybody who calls black people blacks is racist. Just they don't like black people. Just to be clear.
I think about that?
because you're running a show that's based on a lot of race
Why
issues
should I
and you
think
seem to
about
be
that?
blind to your own race.
Why should I think about that?
Why should you think about
Well, there's a lot of black people who don't consider themselves black, especially like people like I guess we'll call them non-native black Americans, like people from Haiti and shit. They don't really consider themselves black. It's kind of actually normal in the black community. Whether it's something to keep in mind for a lot of people.
you should keep
No,
in
why
mind
should I think about that?
You shouldn't, but you should keep in mind
So
your
why?
race
Why?
because you talk about a lot of racial issues on
But
the show.
why should I keep it in mind though?
I'm just saying you talk about a
Why
lot of
should I
racial
keep it in
issues on the
mind?
show.
Yeah, he's Adam. Adam got a little cucked here. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have gone in this direction necessarily. Like his race isn't necessarily like Jesse Lee Peterson hates black people, but he doesn't have to keep his own race in mind. I don't think that that's a productive talking point for this.
Because it's important. It's an important
Why?
context because you talk about
Why
black
is color
Americans.
important at all?
I'm not saying it's important. The way that you talk about black Americans and your skin color
Okay,
is
I gotta
relevant.
take the next call.
Okay.
My producer tell me to move it. Mimi, thank you so much.
Yes, it was a pleasure. Nice to meet you, Adam. Thank you for the discussion.
Thank you, Mimi.
Okay, amazing. How do you feel about the Israel and Palestine war ending?
Let's hope it does. Let's hope the ceasefires don't get violated. Let's hope it ends. Like, I mean, that's the only real way to feel about it.
It hasn't ended.
Palestinian war.
They're already fighting again.
It hasn't ended.
They're already fighting again.
Who?
Israel just shot over the border, and Hamas is killing dissidents in Gaza.
Who's fighting?
Israel already shot rockets over the border, and Hamas is killing pro-Israel dissidents in their country. Hamas is not disarming,
Should they end the war there?
of course.
Okay, amazing. And
Great line of questioning.
You ever obey a woman?
Hey, you want to have this really serious conversation about Israel Palestine? Oh, amazing. So what about women?
Yeah, I mean, obey a woman?
Yeah.
Sure.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so weird. It's so weird. That's like a dunk for his audience. Oh, really? You'd obey a woman? I find it so funny because there's like women on the show too, like the one that just called in, and they obviously hate themselves. If you follow Jessie Lee Peterson, it's funny because that last woman that came in, she must like hate black people more than she loves herself. Because she's like, Jesse hates women, obviously. He thinks that they're a second-class citizen. But Jesse also validates the racism of old white women. And so that outweighs that for her. Like, yeah, you know what? He does disrespect me just based on the fact that I'm a woman, but he also doesn't like black people, so I'm going to follow this guy. He's amazing.
Okay.
I don't know in what context.
Amazing.
What?
In what context? Like if a woman is telling me to do something and it benefits me, would I obey a woman? I don't really obey anyone, but if I could see a context where I would, I don't.
What is a woman, dude? What the hell?
And so when Obama targeted the Tea Party, was that
How did Obama target the Tea Party, dude?
wrong?
When you beat your wife, was that wrong?
I'm asking you, when Obama targeted the Tea Party, was that wrong?
If he did, then yes.
I'm sorry?
If he did, then yes, it was wrong.
It was wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I explain something really quickly?
What?
You know how when I ask you a question and I'm like, do the cops know that you beat your wife? In that question, I'm already assuming that you did something wrong and
So this is why the comparison doesn't work, Adam, because he's not capable of understanding it. That's the whole fucking problem, dude. You know?
beat your wife. You get how I'm like assuming something in the question?
But I'm not assuming
When you-
Obama started the Tea Party.
But when you ask your question sometimes, you load that.
I mean, I'll tell you, Jesse's tactic of just literally ignoring you seems to be somewhat productive. It seems to actually, yield results. So I guess he knows something we don't, huh?
With assumptions.
I don't know them.
And then you're asking for a yes
You
or no.
mentioned
though.
the black thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm black at Ace of Spades, right? And black people speak differently than the whites.
Okay.
I thought you just said he wasn't black. He just keeps going back and forth. Somebody say he's going back and forth.
Okay, let me go to Tiffany out of Virginia.
Wait, what the fuck did I just get hit by?
Tiffany, you're on with Adam.
Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Adam. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey,
Thanks for morning.
Adam.
I'm so excited. I turned in this morning like I always do, and I saw Adam. I saw you on something I cannot remember. You were debating someone, and then you came up on my timeline, and I was about to send you a message because I said this guy needs a lesson. And then I
This guy needs a lesson. Holy shit, she sounds a little kinky.
saw you this morning. I said I have to talk to you.
Ooh.
So first off, Adam, I want to say I commend you for your attention to politics and your interest in it at a young age. That's very important. However, you are, how old are you, sir?
23.
23. Okay. I have forgotten more than you have ever learned.
Whoa, she's forgotten more than he's ever learned. I believe that, personally.
Jesse has forgotten more than I've ever learned.
I'm sure you have.
I am so sure of that. That's actually the most factual thing I've ever heard, ever. Okay?
So I feel like you are too
They don't even understand that they're getting mocked right now. That's the when he says that.
young. Like you were born after 2000. So it's a lot of stuff that you don't
Whoa.
understand.
Guys, you were born post 9/11. You don't get it.
And your generation doesn't understand. And you guys are going off emotions. And in my opinion, it makes me infuriated that you guys, your
Yeah, well, that's because you're based on very emotional. You're a very emotional person.
generation is tearing down decades of progress that people like Jesse and a lot of our black people,
How are they doing that? What the hell are they doing to do that?
or a lot of just people in general have moved. Like I grew up in the 80s and 90s. We did not have this kind of division. It was not this kind of hate. It's something is wrong
Jesus
where
Christ.
you guys are. Y'all don't know where to put your anger. You guys are so privileged that you don't even realize you're privileged. The
Are you
liberal
a
people.
privileged white? You have white privilege.
Yeah.
You have white privilege.
Yeah.
But you have Allah Akbar.
Can I respond to what you just said?
Yeah.
Can I respond now? Were you done talking?
It was. I have wrote it down. I just wanted to get out. Like I
just wanna
don't
make sure,
know
yeah.
a lot about you, but I just from what I've seen so far, it just seems like you have a lack of understanding of stuff. Only because
Okay, so what do you prove it? I don't know. You just keep saying that. You have a lack of understanding. Okay, cool. Let's hear it. Let's hear what the argument is.
of your age, and so you're looking at things from.
So far, she's just been like, "You're dumb because you're young." Okay, got anything with a little more substance to it, or are we just doing Is that it? Is that the only substance we're gonna get? You're dumb because you're young. There's definitely a level of truth to people having less life experience. At the same time, old people are very set in their ways, and we have a drastically shifting world. She couldn't even tell you why things are more divided. The reason that things are more divided is because of the popularity of the 24-hour news cycle after 9/11. That's it, right? Constant information that's meant to get you to engage rather than to educate you on what's going on around you. That's the issue. But she doesn't know that because she's not really educated on what the fuck she's talking about. She's just saying things. She doesn't really know what she's saying.
A perspective that's not
Well, I want to respond.
true.
So
Okay.
you said that my generation is tearing down decades of progress, but I reject that framing as well because I'm 23 years old.
What's the framing?
Let me just respond.
But what's
I
framing?
understand. Jesse, I understand what
He's saying is she rejects the framing because there's no actual substance to her argument. She's just saying a thing. And you guys are like, yeah, it's true. Because it makes you feel good to blame young people for the fucking dog shit fucking generation that you've created of just like absolute fucking chaos.
and he's using words and philosophy for arguments, and
No.
I know what he's
I know his tactic. He's actually using pee-pee, poo-poo, vagina. Like, okay, great. Like, you're just saying words. You haven't said anything of substance. You don't know. You don't even understand what you're upset about. You just know you're upset, and you're okay with people telling you why you're upset. That's what it is.
Let me just say.
Hold on, let him respond because of time.
I just want to get a good response in here.
Hold on,
What
Jimmy,
the
let him
fuck?
respond because of time.
You tried to say, you tried to claim that my generation is tearing down decades of progress, but I reject that entirely. I'm 23 years old, and the system has been failing Americans for longer than I have been alive. My generation is trying to help, and if you want to talk about division, when I was 11 years old in 2013, I saw the president of the United States claiming Obama wasn't born in America, making up nicknames for the other side, chanting "lock her up." There is nothing like that that's been seen in American politics before, so you can't blame my generation for reversing progress when my generation grew up watching the president of the United States normalizing the type of vitriol and hatred that we see on a daily basis.
That's an interesting argument.
Should we pay health insurance for illegal aliens?
Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Should we, I think that this is not to be fucking rude. This is one of the most like the lowest IQ arguments I ever hear. Well, should we pay the health insurance for illegal aliens? I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. I don't care. Okay, why are billionaires able to exist when we have homeless people on the street? I don't give a fuck if our healthcare system is free and some illegal immigrants get to fucking benefit from it. Do you know how little of a factor it is? It's so irrelevant. It's just a talking point to just like talk about how somehow having healthcare that we can afford in the richest country in the entire world shouldn't exist. It's fucking boring, dude. It's so fucking boring. It's so stupid. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't care. I don't care if some fucking Hispanic guy gets free healthcare. They already are. Like, they already do. If you come to America, if you're in America and you go to the hospital and you can't afford it, they can't knock you away. And guess what happens? They pass that on to the next person. You're already paying for it. It's a virtue signal. You're already paying for it. That's it. You are already paying for it. And you know you're already paying for it. So then why the fuck are we having this debate as a way to dismiss having free healthcare, or subsidized healthcare that would be cheaper for you if we got rid of the drastic profit incentive? Why are we still doing this? What the fuck are we doing?
Insurance, no, but an emergency, yes.
Like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Jesus fuck.
Should we pay medical bills for illegal aliens?
Emergency, yes.
We already
For
do.
illegal aliens.
Yes,
We already do.
So if someone broke into your home illegally
Oh
and
my
they got
God.
sick, you would pay for their medical help?
The fuck are you talking about, dude? That's not even an argument. What are you talking about? Nobody broke into your house. They came to this country in a lot of instances because they were destabilized by us. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is the problem here.
Would you pay for the medical
No,
cover?
but this is the-
and why not?
This is the problem.
Why not though?
Well, let me
No, answer
describe.
that. Why you wouldn't pay for the illegal that broke into your home?
Because my home is in a hospital.
But no, why would you pay for the illegal that broke into your home?
I don't know. They bring into my home and then like doing the jobs I don't want to do. Because yeah, if an illegal immigrant breaks into my fucking home and then they start doing my dishes and they start fucking cleaning my toilets, because that's what illegal immigrants are doing in America. They come in here and they do shit that we don't want to do. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will pay for their fucking hospital stay. Maybe I will, dude. Fuck. Maybe I will pay for their fucking hospital stay, dude. Maybe I'll do that, dude. But that's the direct comparison. Oh, you know, illegal immigrants, they're coming in and they're doing this. Oh, okay. That's what they're doing in America. They're coming in here so they can steal the jobs we don't already want to do. So is that the argument? No, they're coming in and they're taking. They're breaking in and cutting your grass. Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? This is so terrible. I'm so terrified. Oh my God. Holy fuck.
My home isn't a hospital.
Is your country a hospital?
No,
So why we want to pay for your country?
because we're talking about hospitals in particular.
no,
Can I
no.
just-
I'm
can I
talking
just explain?
about illegal
I know.
and free medical coverage.
When an
Oh,
illegal
God.
immigrant goes to a hospital with an emergency,
I know they get free health care.
And listen-
that should not
So you're already paying for it. So who cares?
happen.
let me
I
respond.
don't
When they
give a
go to a
fuck.
hospital with an emergency and they get treated, that's because Medicaid covers
I don't know, guys. You know what? I'm much more on par with illegal immigrants coming here and getting free hospital visits than fucking billionaires being able to profit off of off of people. Like fucking billionaires being able to profit off of people when it comes to like the healthcare market and shit. Like you don't need to make millions of dollars a year being a healthcare CEO that provides no value. That person is infinitely more destructive to me than some fucking guy coming here to have a job. What are we talking about?
it. Now, if Medicaid did not cover it, those costs would be passed off to the doctors in the hospital, meaning those costs would be passed.
Where
Let me finish.
is the
Let me finish.
Medicaid-
Those,
where's
let me
the money
finish. Let me
coming
finish.
from that the
I'm trying
Medicaid
to make a
get?
point. I'm trying to make a point. If Medicaid didn't cover illegal aliens in hospitals, that exact cost would be passed down to consumers. We
It
pass
already
down
is.
to us next time we go to
It already is in the hospital, dude.
the hospital. So Medicaid actually lowers the cost at hospitals
But
because
the point is, we shouldn't pay for illegal aliens at all.
should they just bleed out on the street?
Yeah,
Okay, and that's one position to
we
take.
didn't tell them to come here, right?
We kind of did. we did tell them to come here. I think you can't say things like that. Well, we didn't tell them to come here. Oh, why are they coming here then? Oh, right, because there's lots of jobs that business owners give them. Because we go into a country, we destabilize it. Illegal immigrants come here. The jobs are offered to them by people like farmers. They're being told to come here. What are you talking about? There's a fresh flow of job availability here for them because usually they work harder and they're willing to do shit we're not willing to do. They're being told to come here. That's literally it. We kind of did. So,
No.
Okay, I rest my case.
Okay.
So let me ask: should Trump gather the illegal aliens from schools and churches and homes and
No.
Walmart?
should they go into schools and churches and like what the fuck? Hey, there's somebody here that's like they're undocumented and they go to school and they go to church. Should we target them? Why? Why would I want to target family value community people? What the fuck? Like get rid of the violent ones, but I'm not shitting myself here. I got born. I got lucky being born American. What the fuck? I'm not gonna I'm gonna play don't ask, don't tell for like an illegal immigrant. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not shitting my fucking pants over it. It ain't that fucking deep.
And all that.
No.
Why not?
Because I think that from schools in particular,
Yeah.
those are likely going to be children
Right.
who are not committing crimes. They are going to grow up and be productive members of society, which are net tax raisers.
Why
net,
should they
net
send
revenue
those
raisers.
children back to their own home?
Because these children are going to be productive parts of America. And
But we
bring us
don't need
revenue.
them to be productive.
We do.
in
We
America.
need unemployment is going up. We need more labor right now,
No.
very clearly. Yeah.
No.
Is unemployment up or down?
So they
is
should
unemployment
not
up or down?
gather illegal alien
Is
children.
unemployment up or down since Trump
Should
took
they
office?
gather illegal alien children?
Is unemployment up or down?
You're not
since
answering
That's just fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. I guess protect the kids until it's time to protect the kids, huh?
that question.
Should they gather illegal children? No.
Right. Why not?
Because they're not dangerous and they help the country long term.
They're illegal, though. They're criminals.
But our system, no,
they're
they're not.
criminals.
Well, I mean, not really. If they came here on a visa and expired, that's not necessarily a crime. It would be considered like some kind of infraction. But okay.
Our system is investing in them
What?
via schools, and we want to reap the benefits long
why not
term.
invest in which is proper, which is the right thing, to invest in American citizens,
fuck?
legal citizens, or illegal aliens, which is right?
Citizens.
Is both? I mean, we could do it all. If we have somebody worth $500 billion, we have enough to help out people correctly and productively.
Supposed to do that offends you guys so much. It doesn't even blink an eye to us because we saw this stuff growing up. And then also you guys are just fighting around.
Tiffany, I got it.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Jesse,
Okay.
do you think the caller Tiffany should be able to have a job in America?
Whoa.
Is he a citizen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think women should be able to have a job?
Not if they are married with children.
Tiffany, do you
Oh.
have children? Sorry, you don't have to say it.
Yes, I have children.
So do you think that Tiffany should be able to hold a job?
Not when they're married and have children.
Okay, so Tiffany, Jesse Lee Peterson doesn't think you should hold a job.
Not when, especially when they have young children. I think
Right.
that it should go back that way.
Really?
Because that's what I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Welcome
The
to America,
generation-
buddy.
It's
Yeah,
2025.
the generation be
Okay, what if you can't afford it, I guess? Damn, I thought he was going to be able to spin that on Jesse. It really didn't pay off.
listen.
Welcome to
the
Saudi Arabia.
generation-
Women aren't allowed
Hold
to work
on,
in Saudi
hold on,
Arabia.
Hold on.
Listen, Adam.
You wanna be
The
Saudi?
generation that I grew up in, like you guys after 2000, you guys are a new breed. You guys don't understand how things work. When we grew up, we didn't have daycares and stuff. We had aunties, cousins, aunts, grandmas, everybody with a community, and the mothers
Whoa.
didn't work. My grandmother was the only woman in my family of 9 kids that worked. The only woman because she wanted to. She was a nurse.
My mother didn't
Everybody.
Yeah, but Jesse's saying that they shouldn't work even if they want to, so I don't understand. Okay. What's the point that you're making? We don't really have like family structures aren't as like strong as they used to be, I guess. And there's not as many people because the birth rates are going down. So I don't really. What's the point is she making here?
The way that you guys speak, you want to turn America into what Jesse Lee Peterson would call an Allahu Akbar country. When I look at Saudi Arabia, let me finish. When I look at some of these countries in the Middle East that try to suppress the rights of women, suppress the rights of women to work, or minorities, or any of these groups, they don't want equality.
Did your mother work when you were a kid?
Yes.
Your mother worked when you were a baby?
She had to raise me, her and my dad.
But she wasn't raising you if she was at work.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, my mother was working a lot too, and she had 2 days off, and she spent that time with me. But I had like other people, you know, aunts, uncles, bapshis, jajis, chuchis that were able to help raise me. So these two things can exist together, you know? I think that like raising a kid is like a family thing. I agree with that. But like women sometimes need to work, dude. Like, okay, it's not really a hot take. It's kind of impossible to live on a single, you know, we have 500 billion, we have people worth $500 billion. It's a little bit difficult to just fucking go up and quit your job, but okay.
I mean, who took care of you while she were at work?
My grandparents for a bit. I went to daycare.
She didn't love you, huh?
No, she did.
Why did she?
What kind of that's an insane assertion.
Adam. Look how I've turned out. I've turned out great. I'm sitting across from Jesse Lee Peterson.
But Adam, it's no one saying you can't. You keep equating it with can't. It's no one saying that you can't.
Jesse Lee Peterson is saying that you should not be able to. It's not that you can't. He said you shouldn't be able to.
I can't do those things.
If Jesse had it his way,
if
women
your
would
mother
be able to
loved you. Thank you, Tiffany. If your mother
he ended that real quick because Jesse was about to get fucking stacked out on that.
loved you, would she have stayed home and worked and taken care of you?
She loved me so much that she worked for me. Why is your framing so backwards?
What a weirdo, dude. What the fuck?
She went out and she
You didn't
worked.
answer that question.
If my mother loved me,
If your mother had loved you, would she have stayed home and raised you?
see, you're doing the framing again. If you did,
I mean, yeah, my mom. I know my mom loved me, so she did the whole going to work things, and then spent like every other time helping, you know, with me. So you can work. By this logic, you're saying that like what fathers can't love their kids if they go to work. How does this work out?
didn't beat your wife. If you didn't beat your wife, would she have left
I
you?
didn't ask you about your wife.
No, if you didn't beat her, would she have left
No,
you?
the question: if your mother had loved you, would she have stayed home and
My
raised
mother
you?
loved me so much that she went out to work.
You
and
didn't
get a
answer the
career.
question.
Okay. Yes. My mom did love me, and she did help me. Yes.
Renee, you are on the air from Texas with Adam.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, Renee.
So I got a question. Did you just say a little while ago that the Biden administration didn't weaponize the DOJ against Trump?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's
So
hear it. Let's
you
hear
think
that.
that Trump administration weaponized them because you saw something in writing?
No, not just because I saw something in writing, because Donald Trump specifically asked Pam Bondi to target 3 people. And then after he sent out that post, Eric Siebert, the federal prosecutor from the Eastern District of Virginia, resigned so that Donald Trump could appoint Lindsey Halligan, who was a loyalist. Then Lindsey Halligan, a first-time federal prosecutor, went after 2 out of the 3 people that Trump requested. You don't have to connect any dots here. And I want to ask you, when did Biden direct Merrick Garland?
Well, first of all, I reject the framing of your question.
Okay.
Second,
Where am I wrong?
second,
Well, they don't really know. They're just listening to what Adam is saying, and they're using the same tactics.
everything you're saying, you're not wrong. I'm just being a
I know.
The second thing, the everything you just talked about of how you know happened because of something was because you saw something in writing, correct?
Because of the
Where you
actions that
saw,
followed.
hold on a
the
second.
writing,
Where you saw Trump directing what you're saying doing in writing, correct?
yeah. It was meant to be a DM. Yep.
Okay. So are you saying because you didn't see something in writing from the Biden administration to go after Trump, that's why you don't believe it?
It's not just that. There's nothing in writing. There's
Yeah,
nothing
your
that he
question
said.
first, though.
Yep.
How do you answer? How do you respond to it?
There's
Sorry,
nothing
jump
that
off
Biden
this.
said in writing. You're right.
Okay.
Or sorry,
Okay.
in writing.
Do you really? And so I don't really want to just.
So he's going to basically go on to make an argument of it. Just because he didn't say it doesn't mean he didn't do it. He's going to propose basically what would be considered a conspiracy argument. You know, like you never know, and that is true. You never know. But if you start leaning on every single conspiracy, you're really just fucking yourself over there.
Hone in on your age, but that's such a naive way of looking.
Can you
at
point it to me then? Point it to me when Biden put it in
Hold on.
writing.
Yeah, I can point it to you by the.
Because what you're saying is that, like, hey, if there's no proof of something, we could still believe it just because it feels good for us to, I don't know, engage in whatever narrative we want to have. It's pretty much where we're at on that one.
The amount of time Trump has been in and out of courts, charges against him from the New
Wait,
York
you've got to
State.
be kidding me.
Like,
So you don't
I
have
can-
any writing from Biden? So you just took me down that entire question chain. You don't have his.
Well, Trump was a businessman who obviously was going to violate the law because that's what businessmen do. What are you pretending? Like, Biden wasn't a businessman. Like these. What are you talking about?
Single thing from Biden.
Of course, he's gonna have a bunch of charges for fucking shit around.
No, but
So you don't have anything. The entire question chain you just drug me down.
Logic, I don't need it, right?
No, you do need it. The entire question chain that you just drug me down, you were like, oh, so you think just because something's in writing that it can be this. I was expecting you to have some silver bullet at the end. You have nothing for me. You have nothing for me.
What I'm saying, hold on a second. What I am saying is you are so naive to think that you need it in writing. That is my point. That is my point. My point is that you...
I think the problem is that like these people don't seem to have the ability to like use their intuition to actually, you know, talk about, I guess, the truth. They don't, so they're just relying on like, well, I feel this way, so it must be true, even though there's no actual evidence that even suggests it. Well, it must be true because I feel this way. You know, they're not actually doing anything intelligent or basing it off of any information other than they don't like Biden because they've fallen for like the whole fucking Trump scare.
Only believe it because you saw it directly.
I only believe it because Trump said it.
I would think,
yeah, I only believe it because there's direct proof of it. Oh, okay. I guess facts don't care about your feelings, huh?
I would think more that you would need more proof and action, correct?
There were actions. You have no proof
so
for Biden.
There were actions as well as while Biden...
What did Biden do that was so corrupt?
...was president. But because you didn't see it in writing, you don't believe it's true.
What action?
Action did Biden take?
Right? That is what being young and naive
What
is all
action
about,
did Biden take? If you're going to call me naive, you tell me what action Biden took.
Well, you do know that his whole administration... You do know that while he was in... Okay, first of all, you...
Okay, incredible.
You understand that the reason why Trump got so many votes...
What action? I'm going to ask you...
So he's dancing around the question because he got pushed lightly.
One more time, right? What action did Biden take? You are bringing me down these lines of questioning. You don't have anything. Does this guy have nothing or is it just me? Jesse,
no, I reject the framing of your question.
Okay, yep.
I reject the framing of your question.
See, he's just like memeing. They're dumb.
Yeah, I reject it.
Okay, let me reframe my...
I'll do what you do. I'll do what you've been doing for an hour and a half and just say you reject something.
Because Jesse Lee Peterson's questions, the way he frames them are absurd. I'm not making this up. He will sit there and he'll ask me...
No, you just use these talking points of, well, I reject it. I don't know where you learned or where you saw it, but it's really dishonest.
This call was embarrassing.
Yeah, so they just have no argument. They just get really upset. This is going to be the caliber of your Jesse Lee Peterson fucking MAGA supporter is. They just fucking melt down after they get fucking like upset about something.
For you tried to take me down a line of questioning and you had nothing. You had nothing.
Renee,
because the line of questioning is saying you need to see something in writing to believe it.
Okay, so then what action did Biden take?
More if I need to see action.
Then what action did Biden take? I don't understand.
You couldn't point to actions.
The bull crap.
Okay, what action did Biden take?
The bull crap stuff of going after Trump for 4 years wasn't directly from the
who went after Trump? How did they go after Donald Trump?
Democratic top?
It wasn't. It was from a grand jury in New York.
You don't think... Okay.
What action did Biden take? What action did Biden take?
You really don't think that these Democrats don't get together and just plan shit to, excuse me, Jesse. Yeah, you don't think they don't plan stuff to go against their opponents?
Can I have one moment to speak for just like 20 seconds?
I mean, there's a difference between planning something to go against an opponent, I guess, some kind of like loose, vague idea versus doing something illegal, I guess. What is he referring to? Just give us like, hey, this is what we're referring to here. This is my point that I'm trying to make here. Hey, here's this thing.
Okay, so I have pointed to a Trump post where he directs something to happen, and then it happens 2 weeks later, and apparently that's not enough evidence. When I flipped the question back on our caller, and I said, hey, can you point to me anything Biden said? He said, it's not about what Biden said, it's about what Biden did. So I said, okay, what actions did Biden take? I'm going to ask you one more time, what actions did Biden take?
Okay, again, you just think because you saw it in writing that you have to believe.
Jesse, he's not answering. He has nothing, right? Can you just agree with me?
Well, I reject the framing of your question.
Okay, this is boring.
Can't just, that's not an out.
I reject the framing of your question.
Thanks, Renee.
Renee, I gotta run, man, because of time. And there were so many calls.
Wow. All right. Well, that was an interesting conversation. I think hopefully Adam learned that these aren't the type of people that you can engage with because they're incredibly fucking stupid.